Good morning, folks. Another day, another dollar. Today is Thursday, and these are the top 5 things to know today in financial markets. Kicking things off with number 1, a sharp spike in new coronavirus cases and deaths is the big story in financial markets today. Pretty much China's Hubei province, the main province where the coronavirus has suspected to have originated from, reported 14,840 new cases as of Wednesday. That's up nearly ninefold from 1,638 cases on Tuesday. So we see this sharp spike. The spike came as officials in China kind of changed the methodology at which they counted new cases. We also saw that Hubei reported 242 new deaths. That was double the previous day's total, and the fastest rise in the daily count since the pathogen was first discovered back in December. So overall, more than 1,300 people have died so far in China, with the total number of confirmed cases up around 60,000, according to the Chinese government. And there is a good chance that these numbers are actually underreported, perhaps suggesting that more volatility is ahead in financial markets. On to number 2, stocks are sharply lower this morning. We do see Wall Street futures pointing to sharp declines. The Dow Jones futures is down about 220 points at the moment. S&P 500 and NASDAQ futures are also pointing to sharp losses at the open. That follows weak price action in European and Asian markets as well. Be sure to check out our weekly comic. We kind of focused on the central bank's efforts, mainly the Fed and the People's Bank of China, and kind of how their stimulus efforts are aimed at countering the effects of the coronavirus. Question is, will the central banks be able to actually defeat the coronavirus? So check out our weekly comic as well. On to number 3. Safe havens are in demand this morning. We see that gold prices are up around the 1580 level. The yen is trading above the 110 level versus the US dollar. We also see that the 10-year treasury yield fell below 1.6%, a reflection of the fears in the market. A sharp rally in oil prices from Wednesday also came to a halt. So overall, risk sentiment is on the back foot on this Thursday morning. Perhaps we'll see if any headlines originate during the session, which would be able to shift a sentiment towards the risk-on phase. On to number 4, earnings will also be in focus. This has the potential to perhaps really make a spark in reversal in sentiment. Ahead of the opening bell, heavyweights like Alibaba, Kraft Heinz, and PepsiCo report their latest results. Alibaba obviously will be in focus, but those who are expecting any updates from the Chinese e-commerce giant to provide any updates regarding the effects of the coronavirus outbreak could be disappointed, as the company usually doesn't offer guidance, and they're reporting the 3-month period prior to the outbreak. After the closing bell, Nvidia will probably command most of the spotlight. The chip maker is due to report healthy growth in revenue. However, beyond that, we'll be looking at any comments management has to offer regarding the impact of coronavirus on supply chains. Obviously, that is of interest to the chip-making sector. Joining Nvidia, streaming giant Roku also reports its latest results. And finally, number 5, on the data front, inflation news will be in focus. The U.S. Labor Department releases January consumer price index numbers at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We're expecting a 0.2 increase on CPI, the same increase from the month earlier. Be sure to check out Investing.com for any updates we'll be providing following the release of the data. That's it for me. May the trading gods be with you. Have a good day, everybody.